Hello, everyone. You made it past the middle of the week. How you doing this week, friends? My name is Michael Halfhill. I'm the lead pastor at the Piedmont Park Seventh-day Adventist Church, and it's been a heavy week for a lot of people, and for me this week, it's been tough. I will admit that. Just yesterday, I had one of my young adults at my church came in and said, I need to talk. I need to talk to my pastors about what's going on in the world. I'm stressed. I have anxiety. And so we got to visit about those things and talk about those things and encourage one another. And then after I was done teaching a class yesterday, a young gal came up to me, one of my students, and asked me for Bible texts about suicide. And so I shared with her my thoughts on hope and trusting in the Lord and some Bible texts. And so then I asked, what had happened. And she told me of her loss. We talked some more, and then I asked, well, when did this happen? And she told me that morning. And my jaw dropped. I said, oh my goodness, I thought we were talking about something that you've been carrying for a while, not that it was this fresh. But I was so thankful that even though I've only known that student for a few weeks, just here in January, that she was willing to come forward and talk and to not carry that pain alone, because here she is in Lincoln, Nebraska, and her family is so far away. And so both of those instances reminded me, friends, that when we're hurting, when we're stressed, when we're depressed, when we have anxiety, when we're uncertain, or when we've just had incredible loss and we're broken, the thing to do is to come and talk to others. Don't carry the load alone. I wanted to share this verse with you from the book of James, chapter 5. Wonderful verses here. It says in verse 13, is anyone suffering? Let him pray. Is anyone cheerful? Let him sing psalms. But if anyone's sick, let him call for the elders of the church and let them pray over him. Friends, I love this where it says if you're suffering, then yes, keep praying. If you're feeling good, hey, sing songs. But if you're sick, and that's not just physical malady, but if you're just dealing with things, don't walk the road alone. Call on others. Call on the elders of the church. Call on your pastors. Call on your friends, the people that you trust, your family, and lean on others. That's how we get through these difficult times, friends. We don't do it on our own. God doesn't ask us to. And the great thing about this Bible is that it tells us that our God doesn't leave us alone either. In our times of heartache and suffering, he comes very close to us as well. And so I'm continuing to pray for those in my midst, around me, who are hurting. And I'm trying to remind myself in a wild time, in a wild world, keep looking for ways that you and I can do good in our sphere of influence. Let's keep doing that. And if you're hurting, friends, don't suffer alone. Reach out, call someone, talk to someone, and let's lean on each other. And let's hold each other up as we make our way through this tough time. God bless you, friends. I hope that you'll join us this coming Saturday as we continue our march through January, almost to the end of this month. Seems like a long month to me. It's like 41 days in January or something. But January, we're going to be concluding our series on blooming brains and a look at mental health. We're going to have our final talk about Joseph from the Old Testament and see how his story ends. So I know that you'll enjoy that this coming Saturday at 11 o'clock here. We also have our Bible study time for all ages, all the way from zero, from birth all the way up. So I encourage you, if you have little ones, bring them to Sabbath school. We'd love to have them. And friends, I hope that you have a great rest of your week. Stay safe out there. Take care, everyone. And let's do our best to take care of everyone.